All right, good evening and welcome to Lakewood Congregational Church for our Christmas pageant, a tradition we've had for many years. And first I thought I'd ask if there's anybody in our audience who has been in an LCC Christmas pageant in the past. Raise your hands. How many of you have had the pleasure in being in a Christmas pageant anywhere? It's kind of a rite of passage, I think, in some churches to be a part of the Christmas pageant. So it's really great to have you all here. I think there are a few things that bring me more joy than hearing children tell us about the gospel. We know that children lead us much of the time, even if they're imperfect, even if they have their own little quirks. Their perspective and their understanding of the world is such great leadership for us as adults, and they're mirrors to reflect ourselves and our behavior back to us. And so children, in particular these children, who I love and I know you all love very much, are not perfect at all, but they have a concept of deep and abiding love and forgiveness and presence that they teach us that we as adults can't always quite grasp. And so when they tell us this story about finding a way and a place for God to be born into the world, even through obstacles and darkness and fear, they invoke in us a message for how to live and be in the world. And so as you watch and adore these beautiful blessings, ask yourselves what it looks like to bring that hope and peace and joy and love into the world right now from where you are in your life. And because this is a birth story, but not just the story of the birth of a baby, it's the birth of all goodness in the world, and it's on us, right, to deliver it. And so think about what that means for you in this time. This particular story that they'll be telling comes from a children's Bible that we give to our children when they're in kindergarten. So many of them have read it before, and we adapted it. Judy adapted it. Patty adapted it. Who did it? It was a team effort to adapt it into a pageant, and so we're really grateful for that. With gratitude, special recognition to Judy Foote and to Lindy Warren. She's out in the hall. And to Patty Camperta, and to Rachel Burns, and to Allison Kessler is our stage manager, and Ben is on piano, and Noah has done some work too. We're particularly mindful, I'll tell you, that Lindy is, after Christmas Eve, heading out for a semester abroad in England. And so we're really glad that she can be a part of this and send our prayers and our presence with her as she goes. So enjoy the show.
Mary and Joseph lived in a small town called Nazareth. They were planning to marry each other. Late one night in the darkness, when she was all by herself, Mary felt there was someone with her. She couldn't see anyone. "Are you an angel?" she asked. Then someone spoke to her. "Be happy, Mary. God has chosen you for a wonderful thing. You are going to have a very special baby, and you will call this baby Jesus, because he will be God's chosen one, God's Messiah." "But how can this be?" asked Mary. "God will make this happen in a way that's hard to understand," said the angel. "Well," Mary said very slowly, "if that's what God wishes, then that is what will be done." When Joseph heard about this, he was very worried. How can Mary have a baby? He wondered. Then one night, Joseph had a dream. He dreamed that an angel was telling him, "Don't worry, Joseph, it's all right. Go and get married. Mary and the baby will be all right." So Mary and Joseph planned to make a loving home for their baby.
Mary could feel the baby growing inside him. It won't be long now, she thought. Then, one day, Joseph came with some bad news. "We have to go to Bethlehem," he said. "There are orders from the Roman emperor. But the baby's almost ready to be born. It's hard for me to walk very far. Do I have to go too?" "That's what the emperor ordered," said Joseph. "Because we are a part of the family of King David, we have to go to Bethlehem. We have to go." Mary and Joseph set off on their journey to Bethlehem. They were very tired and weary. They were walking slow when they finally reached Bethlehem. They needed to rest for a while, but they couldn't find a place to stay. They tried to get a room in an inn, but all the rooms were taken. Finally, one innkeeper said, "You can stay with the cows and donkeys." It was not a nice place. It was smelly and dirty and cold. But it was the only place that Mary and Joseph could find. Joseph felt sad and angry. A baby should not be born in this place.
That night in the humble stable, Mary's baby was born. Mary and Joseph cried tears of joy. Then they wrapped the baby Jesus in some clothes Mary had brought. Joseph and Mary made some soft bed in the straw, and all three of them lied down to rest. The angel said, "This is going to be a very special baby," said Mary. "It doesn't seem so special to be born in a place like this." "Jesus is a special baby," said Joseph. "I don't understand why he should be born here either. Maybe someday we'll understand." Both of them smiled at the tiny baby. Jesus was so tiny, and the world was so big. Then Mary and Joseph said thank you to God for the gift of their beautiful child. Now let's all try to get some Meanwhile, there were shepherds out in the field tending their flocks. "Look," cried one of the shepherds, "there's a bright light in the sky." An angel of the Lord appeared to them and said, "Do not be afraid. I've come to bring you good news." The angel told the shepherds that the Savior had been born, a person who would show them what God is like and what love is. The angel said that they could find a baby in a place where cows and donkeys are fed. Suddenly the whole sky was full of music. They were singing everywhere. The Lord's angel saw a word. "Glory to God, peace to all people everywhere." Suddenly the angels were gone. Mary and Joseph and the baby were sound asleep in the stable. They woke up and they heard voices inside. "Who is it?" called Joseph. Joseph. The night was very dark, and Joseph was afraid someone might want to hurt him. "It's all right," said a kind voice. "We are shepherds. We have come to see the baby." Shepherds came a little closer. They wanted a good look at Jesus. "It doesn't seem like much place to have a baby," said another shepherd. "Especially if the baby is going to be saved from the world," said another. "He looks like an ordinary baby to me," said the other. "He is an ordinary baby," said Mary. "But he's also very special. Very special." On their way back to the field, the shepherds told everyone what they had seen and heard.
A little while after Jesus was born, some magi started out on their journey to follow the star. Magi were sometimes called the wise ones or the star watchers. The magi were not Jewish like Mary and Joseph and Jesus. They came from a country far away. When they went to Herod, the king of the Jewish people, and said, "We have been looking at the stars. We think the stars are telling us that a ruler has been born to the Jewish people. Where will we find this child?" Herod was the king of the Jewish people. He was afraid that someone might try to be king instead of him. So when Herod heard that the Magi were looking for Jesus, he was afraid. Herod talked to the Magi. "Why don't you go find this child? Then come back and tell me so I can bring him gifts too." Herod was lying. Herod wanted to get rid of the baby so it couldn't grow up to be a king. The Magi saw the bright star in the sky and followed it to where Jesus was. That's how the Magi found Jesus. They gave Jesus some very nice gifts. There was shining gold, sweet-smelling incense, and a perfume called myrrh. That night while the Magi had a dream, don't go back to Herod. He wants to harm the baby. So the Magi went back to their home another way.
Jesus, Joseph had a dream. In the dream, Joseph was told, "Run away, take Mary and Jesus to Egypt. Herod wants to harm Jesus." In the middle of the night, Mary and Joseph carried their baby and fluttery walked to Egypt. They became refugees, people without a home. It was a terrible time for the Jewish people. Mary, Joseph, and Jesus stayed in Egypt, where Jesus would be safe. One night, Joseph had another dream. In the dream, the angel appeared to Joseph and said, "Get up, take Mary and Jesus back to Israel. King Herod has died." So Joseph got up and took Mary and Jesus back to the land of Israel. Joseph went to the land of Galilee and lived in a town called Nazareth. The prophets had said that Jesus would escape Egypt and would be called Jesus of Nazareth. The prophecy came true.
In the darkness and light of this story, we find that everyone is welcome to come see what love is for. If you are broken, whole, or wounded in your soul, if you are doubting, or if you are sure, if you are running or walking slow, come see what love is for. Come darkness, come light. Come, new star, burning bright. Come love to this world tonight.